40 Rules of Love. Sweet Blasphemy. A novel. A. Zahra. Sufi mystics say the secret of the Quran lies in the verse Al-Fatiha, and the secret of Al-Fatiha lies in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and the quintessence of Bismillah in the letter Ba, and there is a dot below the letter. The dot underneath the Ba embodies the entire universe. The Matnavi starts with Ba, just like all the chapters in this novel. Forward. Beset with religious clashes, political disputes, and endless power struggles, the 13th century was a turbulent period in Anatolia. In the west, the Crusaders, on their way to Jerusalem, occupied and sacked Constantinople, leading to the partition of Byzantine Empire. In the east, highly disciplined Mongol armies swiftly expand under the military genius of Genghis Khan. In between, different Turkish tribes fought among themselves, while the Byzantines tried to recover their lost land, wealth, and power. It was a time of unprecedented chaos when Christians fought Christians, Christians fought Muslims, and Muslims fought Muslims. Everywhere one turned, there was hostility and anguish, and an intense fear of what might happen next. In the midst of this chaos lived a distinguished Islamic scholar known as Jalaluddin Rumi, nicknamed Maulana, our master, by many. He had thousands of disciples and admirers from all over the region and beyond, and was regarded as a beacon to all Muslims. In 1244, Rumi met Shams, a wandering dervish with unconventional ways and heretical proclamations. Their encounter altered both their lives. At the same time, it marked the beginning of a solid, unique friendship that Sufis in the centuries to follow likened to the union of two oceans. By meeting this exceptional companion, Rumi was transformed from a mainstream cleric to a committed mystic, passionate poet, advocate of love, and originator of the ecstatic dance of willing dervishes, daring to break free of all conventional law. In an age of deeply embedded bigotries and clashes, he stood for a universal spirituality, opening his doors to people of all backgrounds. Instead of an outer-oriented jihad defined as the war against infidels and carried out by many in those days, just as in the present, Rumi stood up for an inner-oriented jihad, where the aim was to struggle against and ultimately prevail over one's ego, nafs. Not all people welcomed these ideas. However, just as not all people opened their hearts to love, the powerful spiritual bond between Shams and Rumi became the target of rumor, slander, and attack. They were misunderstood, envied, vilified, and ultimately betrayed by those closest to them. 3 years after they met, they were tragically separated, but the story didn't end there. In truth, there never was an end. Almost 800 years later, the spirits of Shams and Rumi are still alive today, dwelling amid us somewhere.